All right. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talkatives Football Podcast. We got myself, Shez, and Zach here with you today, as always. And there's no better place to start than Arsenal Chelsea. Ain't nothing like a good old London derby to start your day. Well, for everybody not on the blue side of London. But before we start talking about the winners, let's stick with the losers, since we have two of them, of them here. It must be a tough time for you guys. It has to be. It has to be. Bournemouth is about to be on top of you. This makes it. Listen, It's been 62 days since you've last won a match. 62 days. Has there ever been that? I mean, I understand going, maybe a week or two, a couple matches, everybody has a bad run, but 62 days. Have we hit rock bottom?
No,
that's the intro. That's the intro. Don't all jump to speak all at once.
No, I said no, but we will if we hire Push.
So you don't rate Pochettino? Why? I don't get it. Because I don't get it.
I seem to remember a conversation we had this weekend where I asked you, would you take Push at your team? You said yes, only after I make sure that Arteta and company are not available. Vincent Kompany has never coached a Premier League team. There, we talk less of coaching in the Champions League. Mikel Arteta, has he coached a team in the Champions League? Never. So you would take those. What I'm saying is my point is, this is your words, not mine. I'm using your words to prove my point. You literally put Vincent Kompany, who has only coached one team in his entire career, a championship team. Wait, let me finish.
Fair enough.
Over Poch. What does that tell you? What is it? That literally you saying that you would take Vincent Kompany over Poch explains everything.
I mean, bro, there's this. Listen, first off, there's a lot of reasons why you want Kompany over Poch if you're Manchester City. You got
if you're any team. No. I agree with you. If you're any team, I would take Kompany over Poch in a heartbeat.
Now you're stretching it. For Man City, Kompany is a legend. That's number one. Number two, he's actually done pretty well in both his stints. You need to put some respect on his name with Anderlecht and
he doesn't.
And now
he doesn't. He hasn't accomplished what Poch has accomplished. I'm just being honest.
I mean, he has one more trophy than Poch has.
Wait. Poch has won in the.
Well, yeah, Poch has won.
Poch has won PSG.
Nobody counts that. PSG can win with you as a coach. We know that. What I'm trying to say is,
I mean, PSG is losing right now, so I don't think. I think it's a valid point that Shay's making.
They won before Poch. They won after Poch. Okay, how valid is his point? Yeah, that's debatable. What I'm trying to say is, Vincent Kompany, all right, Poch has been to a Champions League final. Can we agree that a Champions League final is a lot harder than anything Vincent Kompany has done? Can we agree on that? Even regardless of the title he won, League One, right?
Bro, the championship is tough.
Listen, yeah, but taking Tottenham to a Champions League final is tough. Taking Tottenham to Burnley has been in the Premier League before. They've won the championship before.
I feel
taking Tottenham to a Champions League final.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's his biggest achievement.
And yet still, Marcus, you would pick other managers who have not been there, who have not done that, over Poch. What does that tell you?
that
2
Manchester
plus
City is
2
in a different
equals 4.
place. Manchester City is in a different place where Chelsea is at as a club. You have a bunch of youngins in there that need to develop. What Posh has shown us is that that's what he could do.
You know what Chelsea demands.
I think the reason why
Chelsea demands excellence.
we haven't confirmed Podge because they're still undecided on him. They're still looking. Maybe there's that one manager out there that because we've just been rejected left and right, and Podge seems like the only one who actually wants the job. Honestly,
I was looking at Twitter today. There was another random that just pulled up as a lead for you. I think it was Romano that tweeted it out. And I'm just like, I looked at this and I'm just like, bro, how many random managers are you guys gonna have pop up that's in the lead to be your next manager?
Anyone but
as long as it's undecided, the media is gonna keep churning out random managers that they're coaching in the second division of the Netherlands or whatever. But it seems like as far as like big coaches go, it's like the biggest ones we didn't get along, and then we just coaches all we're left with at this point. Because even company, I don't see any reason why company would want to leave Burnley and come to Chelsea. Like it's not sense. Like it's no longer an attractive job, and we've already cycled through like the very best managers. So it's like, hey, do I expect much? It's like we have no choice. Julian Nagelsmann apparently they didn't get along. Enrique, they didn't believe in Enrique.
Because right after Julian Nagelsmann said no, Enrique was like, "Oh, I'm out too." Yeah.
I mean, Enrique said he was out because he wanted to start. He didn't want this dude to even get hired. The Lampard.
Yeah.
If Enrique wanted to come, he wanted to come in straight.
He had a plan. He literally laid out his plan, what he was gonna do. He sent over like literally documents, detailed descriptions of what he was gonna do with every single player on that squad.
It's insane. Like we could have been, we could have avoided this whole 6 game, but it just goes to show. It just goes to show how clueless our management is. They like our ownership is. It's just kind of sad at this point. And the worst thing about this manager search is, apart from how long it's dragging on, when there's basically only one real candidate left, it's how much the media and Chelsea journalists and tabloids and online blog, how much they're trying to rewrite like Pochettino's history and make it seem like he's the perfect coach for Chelsea. Because when shit hits the fan and it's November, they're gonna do a crazy U-turn. But us sensible Chelsea fans, we need to look past the propaganda and see what it is. Even Marcus saying, "Oh, Poch is the best coach." It's gonna be like Marcus doesn't have our best interests at heart. Marcus would love to see us in 12th position again next year. It's a setup. It's a setup.
Company, a coach that has never coached in the Premier League, and is gonna be like, "Yeah, but I think you should have Poch." What?
Listen, we're in a different spot, bro. Listen.
I'm sorry. It's just depressing at this point that it's come to a point where Marcus is suggesting the last coach he would want for his club. Oh, I think it'd be a great coach for you.
I'm not gonna suggest company.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't said we should go hire Conte. Like I'm very shocked. I thought that's like the next evolution.
I'm shocked he hasn't said that. That would
You guys already have no hope of scoring goals. If you go,
we scored a goal today. Okay, we scored a goal.
We scored a goal. Yeah, we would have actually, if we hired Conte, we would have won today. We would have won 1-0. Thank you very much. I rest my case.
Do you know when you scored that goal? Do you know when you scored that goal? That goal came after you had already conceded 3.
Hey, we fought. I consider it as a match of. I consider it as a match of 2 halves. They won the first half. We won the second half.
Yeah,
call it even.
That's fine.
Call it even. Yeah.
At the end of the day, both of those.
You walked out at 1 point.
Both
with some kind of dignity at the end of the day.
What dignity? You got shafted 3-1.
As long as at the end of the season we both end up trophyless, it's all the same. Like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like
that too.
We still have the same amount of trophies.
Mm-hmm. We are going home to the same place.
You know, they could have shared. They could.
Yeah, that's why I did not want Arsenal to win, because now that is our worst, looking like our worst season since Jose Mourinho, like in before Sarri.
Yeah.
The Arsenal cannot win this title because it will even make a worse season even worse. So,
man, I was hoping like I had like a 5% hope we could beat them and just end their title ambitions, but we're not even good enough to do that.
No, once I saw the lineup, I had zero. My hope went to negative.
Wow.
I told you 2-0. When I saw the lineup, it was 2-0. I actually said Kovacic needs to be on the front list, and then he's responsible for the goal 10 minutes later.
Yeah. To be honest, you had a decent lineup out there.
No,
I think it was.
In what world did we have? We subbed off Aubameyang at halftime. What world do we have decent lineup?
That wasn't even getting any service.
He had like 5 touches the entire half. Like, come on.
Oh man! Like even the one dribble that Noni had that he took on like 10, 12 guys. Where's Aubameyang? He went all the way to the penalty box. He could have passed it to you to have a shot. I didn't even see him anywhere in the play. Yeah. Come on. Come on, man. Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, how many games do we have left before this is over? We still got 5 games. Okay.
My hot take. Okay, here's my hot Chelsea take. You ready for this?
Yeah.
When it comes to relegation, Chelsea will not get relegated. No matter, even if we lose every single game. Because here's my reason. You really think Leeds, Bournemouth, Everton, Notts Forest, and Leicester, you really think they can win 3 out of 5 games? They're in relegation for a reason. So at least 3 of those teams will have to win 3 of the next 5 games.
First off, you're saying a team is in relegation and they have the same amount of points as you.
No, they're 30 points. We have 39. The teams I mentioned have 30, right?
You mentioned
30 or under.
30 or under.
Yeah, all of them from 16 down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you need 9 points and you're a relegation team, I'm sorry.
It's not realistic.
It's not.
I mean, hold on. Let's look.
I wouldn't even call that a hot take, because I did read an article about what it would take for Chelsea to get relegated. And even if we lose all the games, it's just not feasible for them to win to make that gap up at this point in the season.
Mathematically, it's possible. All right. If I don't know if Leicester go on a 5-game winning streak, and then another team goes on another 5-game winning streak, maybe
it would need everybody from 18 and up to win out.
Like,
and for us to lose out, and like some of those teams play each other too, so it's just way too complicated to be possible.
Yeah,
I mean, I have this website that shows me the percentages. Let me check it real quick.
I was just watching. I normally don't watch these games, but I was watching Nottingham Forest versus Everton. There's a wash. It's tied 2-2.
Chelsea has
their own way.
Yo, let's put this relegation.
Marcus, they're there for a reason.
We can put this. We can put this conversation to the bed, because it says we have less than a 1% chance of getting relegated.
Less than 1%, even if we lose out, right?
Even if we lose, I mean, we're probably not projected to lose out, but we'll finish behind Fulham, Crystal Palace. We're feeling exactly where we are. 12
Pretty
points.
much. Yeah, because all the teams below us are worse than us, and they started out worse than us. They already crapped in their bed so much that they're just barely getting along, trying to clean it up.
Yeah, according to this model from 538.com, Southampton 98% finished bottom, Everton 62% 19th, Leeds 58% 18, Nottingham Forest 53% 17, and Leicester 28%.
Southampton fans, I feel 16. Sorry for y'all, man. 98%, like it's
to finish last. Not even to be relegated. To finish last.
Y'all just dark and gloomy.
I definitely see y'all dropping low as 16 though.
What difference does it make?
We finished 14th and won the league. We won the Champions League from 10th position.
It really doesn't matter where we just want it to be over. Honestly, if you could say if we could just forfeit the remainder of our games right now, I take it. So the season would be over.
I can't watch.
I would take it.
I was literally watching the first 10 minutes of that game, and I'm like, how are these guys gonna beat any team?
I would take it. I would take it.
With those stuffs right now, bro.
Look,
I'm not kidding with you.
I would take 5 L's right now and go, even if we went down the championship, just so it could be over. So next season we can win the championship or whatever and come right back. But right now, I'm just not trying to watch them. It's not fun.
It's bad. It's so bad. The confidence is low. It's non-existent. Even like, and you can even tell it's like rubbing off on the young players too. Like it's even, you can see Enzo is over there being frustrated with Nani. Like, does Enzo need to be frustrated with Nani? No. In a regular game, he won't be. You know what I'm saying? If everything is clicking, he wouldn't be continuously telling Nani to make the run and cut through and make the run and forcing the ball. Like things like that. You can just tell. Those are things bad teams do. Bicker, argue, yell at each other, don't pick up their assignments. Kovacic. They score on you from the same place twice. Same player, same place. Like
we have club legends. We have club legends coming out and saying that they can't recognize the club no more.
Me neither. I can't.
And then you have Kai Havertz, which is kind of funny coming from Kai Havertz, but he said everything that could go wrong this year has gone wrong from the very start of the season, which
I mean, it's true. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to hear from Kai Havertz.
I don't want to hear that line from him. I don't want to hear everything that. No, I don't care about that. The team. Everybody on the team is playing terrible. I mean, they're making boneheaded decisions. It's just bad all around.
Look,
I appreciate everything he's done, but clearly he doesn't have it anymore. And I see him out there drawing fouls, trying to spur us on. But I'm like, man, you're a one-man army out there, man. Because nobody cares. Nobody's listening. You can just tell. Nobody's where they're supposed to be. No.
Well, to what Kai Havertz said, he said the moment when it all went wrong or started going wrong was with the firing of Tuchel.
Yeah.
Like he said those where he says when a successful manager, even successful, gets fired out of nowhere, and that's where the spiral. So he is right, but I don't want to hear from him though, because he's part of the problem.
I don't want to hear everything that could go wrong, bruh. No.
They're not even trying. They're not even trying the ball. They're not trying to play good football. It just looks so pedestrian. Like you can see how we defended against Arsenal, where everybody sat back, but sitting back and that's it. They're not like going for tackles. They're not closing down space. They're not man marking. They're not so much. They're standing in the line.
There's no fight.
And Arsenal just passing. They're ball watching. Sad.
There's no and like we can lose. All right, we can lose. We've lost before, but there's
lost a
no
lot.
hunger. There's no fight. Then that's the difference in these stretches of losing. There's no like, hey, yeah, I know we've been losing, but like, do you have any pride left? Like, are you really gonna let these guys be doing this to you? Like, are you not that dude? No.
It also comes from our fourth and worst matchup of the season. Like there's something like Enzo. You can see the fight from Enzo. You can see it from the individual brilliance of that goal with Madueke. You can see Kante trying. Like all these other guys, Kovacic, stop starting them.
I don't count Kante. Like whatever Kante does is like Fairy does, bro. It's Pixie does right now.
Keep Kovacic out of the team. But still, he's still one of our best players on the pitch. Keep Kovacic out, keep Alba, retire them for the rest of the season. Put Silva, put Fofana, put guys that actually want to play. Chilwell is like there's some players that are trying, but overall, it's like it's just like it's not a team of 11. It's just 11 guys on the field. It's not like a squad of 11. They're not playing together. Everybody's just trying to. It's like it doesn't. It's
Can
not.
we start some? Maybe we should start some younger guys like Madueke and Mudrik together, and let's try to instill some fight in our younger guys so they don't grow into this mess and build bad habits from all this mess.
While we're at it, we can put Sterling on the transfer list.
Yes.
While we're at it.
Yes, man. Like, honestly. I'm sorry. Like, he can still play. Don't get me wrong, but he's
done nothing all season. Like, really,
he's part of the issues, man. He's part of the problem.
Bro just clocks in, gets his check, and leaves. That's it. That's all he does nowadays.
There's plays that I know Sterling could make. Make that dribble, pass it there. Touch it here, pass it there. But he'll be doing it like, bro, I know you can do this, but he does it like he doesn't care. Like he just dribble when he wants. He shoots when he wants. If he wants to pass, he'll pass it. I'm like, bruh, he's part of the problem. Mm-hmm. And I can already see it because one example that I'll say that like our younger guys are starting to build bad habits. There was, I think, the game against Brentford. I think Conor Gallagher, like there was this attacking sequence, simple soccer. When the defense comes to one side of the field, what do? Oh, there's a whole other side of the field that's wide open. There's probably one or two defenders, and then you'll probably get a 2v1 matchup on the other side. Time and time again, we kept on turning into pressure. Conor Gallagher would get the ball, literally look to three guys open, and then come back.
Yo, the commentator said that. The commentator said that in the last game too, because it seemed like they're making the easiest possible passes, even though they're the worst decisions. Like nobody is trying to cross it first time or just play into the box on the first time. They're always recycling it, going backwards, passing. It's only Enzo is the only one who's trying to play forward. That's it.
Yes,
he's like a quarterback with trash receivers everywhere.
And Conte is running on one leg out there, man. All right, whatever he gives us, like I said, is Pixie does.
I wish we could afford to just bench Conte for the rest of the season, but it seems like if we don't, we're probably losing that Arsenal game like 5-1. You know, like we can't afford to.
Playing him is good because at least he plays himself back into his form. That's all I want. So we don't want to bench him like that. But Kovacic should not be on that starting lineup. I'm sorry. He does not deserve a captain armband. He's done nothing for that. Nothing. Man.
Well,
I'm sorry. If it sounds harsh, I'm just being honest. Like, bro, his play has been so bad for months now. I just haven't said anything because it's been bad all around. But now I'm like, bro, We can't play this guy anymore. He's unplayable. He spends more time on the ground than dribbling like he normally does. You're supposed to be dribbling in the midfield. That's why we got you there. But you spend more time like trying to pick yourself up off the ground than actually making passes or dribbling. Yeah, sorry, Marcus. Go on.
Good. I was just gonna say the last thing I would say is the next manager, whoever that may be, has quite a job.
God help.
Talking about chemistry. First things first. In order to build that chemistry, everybody needs to fit in the locker room. So
yeah,
that's gonna be
God help that manager.
Looking at the Arsenal side of things, they are now 2 points ahead in the table, but Manchester City still has 2 games in hands, and they do play West Ham United tomorrow. Now, Arsenal, basically, their future, well, not future, but the cup isn't in their hands. Basically, at this point, all they can do is hope for the best, and the most they can do is win out the rest of the games. Now, that being said, this win on Chelsea, do you think it's enough to spur them on to go the rest of the way unbeaten? I don't think so. I think they're going to end up dropping points. Specifically,
they should have lost to us 1-0. Like I said,
relax.
We just came
I think they're going to drop points. If they're going to drop points against anybody, it's going to be against Newcastle.
You know it's fraudulent. You know it's fraudulent. Let me just say this. You know it's fraudulent when Gabriel Jesus scored. When Gabriel Jesus scored, I turned off the TV. So serious. When is the last time Gabriel Jesus scored a goal from open play?
Bro, he scored 4. Since he came back, he scored 4 in wasn't it 4 and 5?
So, yeah, when he scored, I was like, yeah, we don't want to win this game. I turned it off. I turned off the TV, went to, I think, first things first.
Look, guys. If Arsenal beat Newcastle away, they're winning their other 3 games. So that's what I believe. But it won't because they're at home to Brighton next. They got to go to Nottingham Forest, relegate those guys, and then they
Newcastle's first. Newcastle's first, then Brighton.
Newcastle will be tough, man.
So if they can, what was the name of their stadium? Whatever Newcastle Stadium is called, we can go over there and win. St. James Park.
St. James Park.
If they can win over there, I think they can win the rest of the games. But it won't matter because Man City can also win literally every single game they have left. So
easily.
Let me see, who do Man City have anyways?
I mean, even if we don't, I don't see us.
Yeah, and they don't even have to. They don't have to win everything.
Yeah, I don't see us losing. The most I see us is drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And we have over 10 on goal difference with Arsenal, so I'm not even concerned if we end up leveling on points.
Yeah, like I said, it would be an easy win for Man City.
Chelsea still have to go to Etihad this season. That's insane. And
in the league?
Man U. Yeah.
Oh God.
We got Bournemouth away, Nottingham Forest home, Man City away, and Man United away. Then Newcastle at home for the last day. So
because
I'm not worried about that stretch without a win. You could go through that stretch losing the whole way.
No, that's fine. Because all I'm saying is, like, the only game that I would say, like, damn it, is the Man City game because they're such front runners. Probably going to beat us like 8-2 or something. Yeah. Seriously. I'm telling you.
Front runners.
When they smell blood,
by the time you score, we're already
when they smell, when when that shark smells blood. Mm-hmm.
So just because we go hard in the paint, we're front runners. Listen,
what happened to Leipzig?
Don't you know it's respect
for the Leipzig players?
Don't you listen? Don't you know it's a sign of respect if you go 100% even against a lesser opponent.
Well, why?
This will be
no. I'd rather you disrespect me by keeping it under 2 goals.
Yes. Respect me by not scoring a lot.
Yes, you can give the respect to people at that
That's
higher
a
stage
sign
of
of
the
respect.
table.
No.
Don't respect Spurs and Arsenal
It's
and
a sign
Man
of
U and
Chelsea's. No, it's a
Liverpool.
sign of Chelsea's
Don't
pedigree.
respect Chelsea.
It's a sign of Chelsea's pedigree to sit here and take 5, take 6, take
You
7.
see, you see, this guy
That's
he
not
hates
Chelsea
us. He
pedigree.
doesn't like us at
That's
all.
just
He hates
that's
us.
not Chelsea. That's what's the guy's name? That
Wait, you called you. What is that?
Magali.
Wait, you said it shakes.
Magali pedigree.
Hold on, shakes. You said what does that say behind you? Yeah, flag. What does it say?
Premier League
Premier
champions.
League champions.
Okay. So you deserve champion effort. Champion effort is 5, 6, 7-0. Thank you.
Bro. Not this season. Respect
That's
us next
crazy.
season. For now, we're good. We already got enough respect this year. We already got respect from everybody. Everybody been respecting the
Everybody have respect.
everybody been showing up like we're defending the league and the Champions League and the FA Cup and the League Cup. That's how they come to Stamford Bridge all the time. We don't want to see it no more. We don't need it. We want our lesson.
Brentford came in there. Bueno, my Cameroonian brother. Bueno scored against us. And how many times does Bueno score for Brentford? And he scores against us. Like,
Brentford has never faced nor beaten you guys, and they did both in 1 year.
I mean,
this goes to tell you how
this team. So, like,
is this the worst Chelsea season of all time? Probably not. But in the Premier League,
I remember worse.
In the Premier League,
2 worst seasons. I distinctly remember 2 when Hazard was playing striker for no good reason. I know you remember that too. And then when I don't know, like something happened and like Matic wasn't playing well. Diego Costa wasn't playing well. He couldn't buy a goal. And nobody could do anything. And we finished what? 14th? Those are 2 seasons that, trust me, we were probably equally as unwatchable. Because at least we're in a... Nah.
LOL. All right. There was another interesting match, to say the least, that took place over the weekend. One, Liverpool and Spurs. Now, for the neutral, this was a fantastic match. If you are a Spurs fan or a Liverpool fan, you probably lost some hair going both ways.
Yes.
Spurs, maybe not so much. I mean, Spurs was as expected in the season. They went down multiple goals and then they fought to come back. And what has been happening in the game during the season is either they draw or win. This time, not so much. They took that L home with them.
But Richarlison thinking he was the hero. That was the best part. I actually liked that he scored and they lost.
No, but Liverpool. Now that's the funny thing. I think this is the bigger story because at one point they were up. I think it was 3-0. And then all of a sudden it's like everything, the wheels fell off, everything fell off. Now they managed to come out with the victory in the end and go home with 3 points. But sheesh.
Yeah.
And I have to look at Trent Alexander-Arnold because the reason all those goals came was because everybody else was moving over to cover the gaping hole that Trent Alexander-Arnold left on the left. Now, moving them into the midfield is something that we've been discussing.
This statement, it's a pit.
Oh my gosh. Now, moving them into the midfield is something that I myself even suggested at one point in the season. And let's be honest, he has looked phenomenal in this role, but I think instead of trying to copy what Pep does with John Stones, and sometimes João Cancelo and our other backs, instead of bringing him in from a defensive position, you just need to start him out in the midfield and get another right back.
Yes,
because you cannot keep that what he caused Van Dijk to look like.
Whew.
Van Dijk
had him on crab legs. Yo, he was doing a skanky leg.
Van Dijk is like
his ankles are gone.
My other ACL.
Almost tore his other ACL. What they had this man doing, all because he was trying to cover that side. And mind you, the worst part about that video is about that play. If you go and rewatch the film, if you pause it at that time and just see if you can find a camera angle that shows you the full view of the field. Trent Alexander's back at the mid halfway line, bro. He's nowhere near defending.
He was playing right back, right?
He's playing right back. Nowhere near defending. He's at the halfway line.
I'm telling you.
But look.
Trent. All right, go on.
He doesn't defend, but he does have 5 assists in 5 games for the second time in the Premier League, and he's the first player to do that.
Yeah,
I don't think the means the ends.
So just don't play him in defense at all, which we've been screaming. He's obviously an attacking mid. He's not a left back anymore. He's not a defender anymore. He does not defend at all. So why keep playing him at defense?
They can do what Pep does, but not with John Stones. Use him as your Kevin De Bruyne. He has those same abilities. He has the vision. He has the technique. He has all of that. Use him in that position where he interchanges with their false 9 from time to time.
Just play him as an attacking center mid. Just let him sit there. Just let him sit. Put him in a position where he doesn't have to defend, but he helps out the guys that are already up there.
I mean, he has to
kind of. It doesn't help out anyway.
But he's not the first.
No, you don't want him coming back. You don't want him. He's not a good defender.
What I'm saying is, he's not the first responsibility of of their counter attack. Like, he would be guarding their defensive mid, for example.
And when you get hit on the counter, you're not expecting Trent to cover. There's already guys there whose job is to cover, not Trent.
They already know.
He can help, like, when, eventually when he gets back, which he doesn't even like to do. But it's you shouldn't depend on him to stop the other team from scoring at all, because he's always missing. Always.
That man's been reading from the book of Neymar on Tracking Back. That he does not at all.
Yeah, but Neymar is a striker. Like, Trent is a right back. No, bro. No, he's not the same at all. Come on, man.
He's reading the wrong book.
Exactly. So you understand this. Why doesn't he understand this? And yet he's still studying film of Neymar.
Why doesn't Klopp understand it?
It's Klopp. It's all Klopp. And Klopp feels like we've won the Champions League with Trent playing right back. We've won Premier League with Trent playing right. You know coaches, man. You know coaches, man. Yeah, man.
Klopp
clearly
is unsackable.
Team has figured them out. Attack
Trent.
What did Real Madrid do?
Is untackable.
They attacked Trent. What did everybody attacks Trent? It's quite simple. So
there's no way Klopp doesn't review the game every game and be like, oh yeah,
bro, he has to review the film.
Trent did that every game, but he still chooses to start him there.
Yeah. I don't know why.
So do you think so? All right, so part of the issue, right, is they don't have another right back to take it.
No, they don't.
So do you think?
No.
So do you think they'd be much better suited with playing three at the back?
No. Don't they have right backs in their academy? They can't go to the academy and pluck a right back out of there.
Bro, from what I've seen outside of Arsenal,
play James Milner at right back. He'll do a better job than Trent. Play Henderson at right back. He'll play a better job. He'll do a better job than Trent. Or we can do this, the fix you're about to suggest, play him at right wing back with the 3 at the back. But it's Klopp. Klopp is stubborn. He wants to keep playing Trent there. So there's no point. He's not going to change it. He's just going to keep playing him there.
I wouldn't even play Trent at right wing back, bro.
Facts. I was gonna say I'd rather just play three in the back. You put 2 defensive.
Put Trent in the midfield, bro. Front. Put Trent in the midfield.
You play 3 in the back. You put 2 defensive midfielders in front of them. So when you're defending a counter back, they drop down and it becomes like a 5 in the back, and you just put everybody else up front.
Yeah, I would not play him at wing back. Yeah, because wing back, you have to track back.
Yeah,
you really have to track back. Like it's not just it's no joke. So yeah, nah, man.
All right,
It's all the balls in Klopp's court.
Well, that's actually my last question. So, does it get better next season, or is Klopp on the hot seat going forward?
Actually, I don't think he's on the hot seat because they're fifth right now, and they have an outside chance of making it to the Champions League, but they're not going to. It's probably going to be Europe.
Definitely no Champions League, but definitely a spot in Europe.
No, that's my point.
And I think
he is on the hot seat because they're out of the Champions League right now.
Is his job at stake though? Is he in danger of getting fired?
If they don't finish top four, he will be.
Nah. If they don't finish top four, he'll point to, oh, we didn't spend enough money on this and that.
He
and
can point to all he wants.
They're not going to fire him. They're not going to fire Klopp. They can't. Yeah, they can't get who is going to replace Klopp for them and start all over from scratch? They
don't have the same. They don't have the same reputation as we do. All right, if Klopp finishes out of top four, they're gonna start. There's gonna be. It's just what happens with these top clubs. What they expect is you to finish top four, and if you don't, there will be conversations. If Arteta finishes out of top four, listen to this. Finish out of top four, there'll be some conversations.
Arsenal's entire objective this season was to finish top four. Man, you are doing it. But look at Liverpool. All the Liverpool fans I've spoken to, they're not even thinking about firing Klopp. It's just another bad season for them. Because if you really think about it, over the past 10 years, Liverpool have mostly had bad seasons. Those years when they won the league and they won the champions, those are their peaks. So now it's like that team, they still haven't switched that team and sign enough players for them to like recycle the team like Man City does. So Liverpool fans right now, Liverpool fans are disappointed, but the solution for them too isn't firing Klopp. It's give Klopp some money to spend and sign some players who can help the team. Like we've been talking about this since the summer window about Liverpool's lack of signing, and that's why they're falling behind Man City. They can no longer take Man City all the way down to the last game of the year because they're not signing the players. They're still starting Milner and Henderson. They got rid of Mane. You know, what's his name that they signed? The striker been up and down.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%, Shex. All I'm saying is that, okay, if that's the stance, then it's not the best fit for Klopp, and maybe it's not the best fit for Liverpool then, because Klopp is gonna want to win titles. So if you're not giving him the players, why would he stay there to finish out of top four? Because what I'm saying is, all right, finishing out of top four once,
that's okay. That's okay this season, but next season is a problem.
But that's what I'm saying. Next season, there's gonna be questions being asked. And do you really think Liverpool is gonna what? Because he finished top four, so will buy you more pricier players?
Well, isn't that what they're supposed to do? Because they've needed the better players since last summer, and because Klopp didn't get what he wanted in the summer, that's why they didn't finish in the top four.
They literally just pulled out of Jude Bellingham
because
they just said no.
Jude Bellingham is the diamond. It's a big 50-carat diamond that everybody wants. Liverpool can't afford it.
You want to compete with Man City. That's what we're talking about.
It's one thing.
Spend that much in the transfer window.
Look, there's ways to compete with Man City. It's making smart signings. Not you don't always have to get the big and best. But Liverpool aren't even doing that. They're not even doing the smaller. They're just not signing anybody. That's where the problem is.
But who comes out and says, "Bro"? Who comes out and says, "We're not going after Jude Bellingham"? Even if you're not realistically, really, I don't know what message that's sending.
You wouldn't come out and say that. Yeah, you wouldn't come out and say that.
Minimum, bro. Dortmund said negotiations start at 130. Yeah. For a club that's notoriously known in their history and all reputation of being cheap, I can understand.
Liverpool, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they're cheap. So the thing is though, like we all just said, bro, the player that's played the most minutes for them in the midfield is an 18-year-old, Bizetich. Like they're not spending.
That's why I say you see that 18-year-old in midfield. You see that 18-year-old in midfield. I'm sure they have a right back that's 18-year in the academy that they can call up and let Trent do what he wants instead. But
right, but maybe they would be 8th or 9th instead of 5th if they did that. That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
You can't just expect young players to just come and just like what the juice that Liverpool caught when
player development though.
A young
team. It's all player development.
It literally took the same group of players 2 to 3 years to gel like that. But it was the same group of players for a period of time. There's like, okay, is Fabinho gonna be there next season? Henderson, you bringing back Milner? You're gonna have to sign a whole new midfield.
What happened to Thiago?
Thiago stays injured, bro. Like Harvey Elliott, that's what we want. Chris Jones, bro. Come on, man. You're not gonna compete. You're not gonna finish top 4 if Harvey Elliott, Chris Jones, and Bizetich are your midfield next season.
Nah, well, they're definitely gonna spend in the summer. Definitely gonna spend in the summer. But that's where.
Well, that's not a given though. That's not guaranteed. They might just end up not spending again and be
worse. Well, if they don't end up spending again, then they're finishing
especially
worse.
I think they will spend if they make top 4. Only if they make top 4.
It's impossible. It's not possible. Who are they going to take out? Man U? Like, let's look at the table. There's no way they finish top 4. There's no way.
Okay. If there's a 1% chance that they do, just like minus 500,
and then you have a game in hand.
Then let's just
make up 10 points.
But if there's a 1% chance that they do, if there is, and somehow they do, I think they will spend if they finish top 4. Because you know what top 4 clubs get? They get like a huge lump sum.
Yeah, you're like right. But listen, everybody except Arsenal has a game or 2 in hand. And Brighton behind them has 2 games in hand. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Great. So they're not spending. So
they have a 10% chance of finishing in the top 4.
They're not finishing top 4, so they're not spending. So Klopp is on the hot seat because they're going to require him to finish top 4, even though they don't spend. Does that make?
No, it definitely makes sense now. No, it definitely makes sense. I just don't think the club is going to put them on the hot seat just because.
It's their fault for not spending. They can't.
Since when do clubs not care about this?
That remains to be seen. Well, that's what we're from that. We're nearing.
That's their guy, though.
Well, he is that guy. You're not right. You're not wrong. He is that guy. But nearing the end of this episode, just one more thing I wanted to touch upon before we call it quits on this one here. We take our talents to League 1, specifically PSG. Now, you probably heard that there's some rumors. Barcelona is actually in discussion with, Messi trying to get him back home to Barcelona. Now, in the midst of all that, apparently, Messi was already planned to go on vacation with his family. While he was up in the air, PSG apparently changed their mind and required the team to come to training. Obviously, Messi did not show up to training. He was already in the air. And that has
This is what happened. This is what happened.
Really? All right. Take it away.
The thing was that if they won their last game, the coach would have given everybody 2 days off. But they lost that game, and Messi still went on vacation anyways. So the players that didn't go on vacation were upset. So the club had no choice but to ban him for 2 weeks.
Messi's banned for 2 weeks?
Basically the rest of the season, bro.
And it's also in the period where they locked into negotiations for trying to renew him. So now it's his PSG future is in the air. The same way
It's already
PSG's
come out. They said he's not
ambitions are in
playing
the
next year.
air.
PSG is not going to renew him.
Yeah, they're not.
That's probably why Barcelona want him back, because it's actually feasible that they could get him back.
Yeah, they could get him for free.
Because Messi already came out and said he still wants to play in Europe.
Yeah, he's not ready to go. He's not ready to go back to Argentina just yet,
or come to MLS. Chicago Fire. So I can just make a 3-hour drive and come see you. I'm just saying.
No. I would love to see
Chicago Fire.
No, not even Chicago Fire. What am I saying? Cleveland. Yeah, come to Cleveland or Columbus or Cleveland. You don't mind.
Yes, it's actually Columbus FC, but that's actually what's nearest to you.
Columbus,
Chicago Fire. Is there a team in Nashville? Right.
Tennessee.
Actually, yes, they just got a team this year.
That's a little too far. I think Columbus or Chicago Fire. I think Chicago Fire is the closest, because Columbus is about 5 hours. So Chicago Fire is the closest team.
Bro, you don't have a team in your city?
Indy 11, but we're minor league.
MLS. They're not MLS.
Oh, damn, that's tough.
We are MLS. We're just minor league.
Oh, okay. Well, no, we're not, because MLS doesn't have promotion and relegation. They're just a lower league.
Minor league.
Yeah, minor league.
Yeah, we
but they're not
MLS. But we're minor league soccer, not major league soccer. Minor league soccer. We are MLS.
Is that MLS Division 2?
No, because minor league soccer, major league soccer, they both make MLS. He's stupid, but it's not the same league at all. It's two different leagues.
I understand it's not the same league, but I'm saying there's a hierarchy because there's there's USPL, there's another SSPL or something like that.
Yeah,
and there's levels. Like I know USPL. There's something in between it, and then there's MLS.
There's levels, but it's like they never play each other because there's no relegation or promotion.
There's no cups.
But there is ranking. There is ranking.
I don't think we'll ever see relegation.
No, I think we will. I think we will see it eventually when we run out of expansion teams, and when we have maybe I don't even know how many teams we have
because of that draft.
Maybe we have 40, 50. When we have a saturated number of teams to have in the MLS, that's when they'll start thinking about introducing relegation and promotion.
Because that MLS still does the draft. So the worst teams get the best players in the draft.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna. That's what I'm saying. If they're getting relegated, then there's not going to be a draft. That wouldn't make sense for there to be a draft.
Yeah, they would have to open it up to just like the international, make it just open market.
And America and their draft. In the first pick in the 2023 MLS draft. America and their draft,
because
man.
It's marketing. They treat it just like a World Cup. They take that thing on the road. Every city hosts it. Gets a chance.
I wish. Well, that's part of this kind of things that are holding MLS back, though, because it seems like without that real threat of not having that same amount of revenue and the quality of competition, I don't know if that's really helping MLS. But then again, I don't even watch MLS like that, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
I watched the every odd game here and there. Let me tell you,
I've been watching a few games.
It's painful. You'll be watching.
It is quite.
You'll be watching and you'll be like, bro, this pass is there. And I know sometimes it's easy to say because you're sitting on the couch, you get certain angles and things like that. But nah, bro.
And every time I watch MLS,
I agree with you.
I watch MLS and
you better be. You're a professional. It's your job. You literally wake up in the morning and go play soccer. You should be able to make that pass. I mean, that's how I'm thinking when I'm watching professional sports. Even basketball, football, any drop ball. I'm like, bro, you're a professional. What are you doing? That's how I see it. So
it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad watching these MLS players be trash because it's like I could have been trash too and been in MLS, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
just practice your skills. That's it.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
With that, we have come to yet another end of yet another beautiful episode. If you've listened to us to the end, like always, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Thank you.
Peace.